It's week 3 of the NFL, and this one features the Steamers' rocket-arm quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Steamers and the Thunderbirds on Monday Night Prime Time.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Steamers of Oakland taking on the Thunderbirds of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, it's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. He'll be brought down about the 28.
When you look at this defense,
they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays. That was their first 3rd down trial of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Matthews. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Day down to about the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 97 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chamberlain looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Day. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Chamberlain. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Chamberlain. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off play action. Chamberlain toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steamers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Matthews. Allen's got it, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
3.5 to go, 1st quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. But you look at this defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, Chamberlain. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steamers have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Up the middle they go. Wolf. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So you look at this new situation. It's worked in other places. You've got 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, 2 in the New York area. And now 2 teams calling Chicago home. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to embrace this newly relocated team.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Matthews.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Matthews. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
Off the play fake. Matthews. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Thunderbirds have cut it back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd down, it's Day.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Matthews. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion left moves Nelson.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On 2nd down now, it's Day. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Chamberlain. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Off play action. Chamberlain. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Chamberlain. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Day. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Chamberlain. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown!
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Shifts by him. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a moment.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again, Chamberlain.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Day. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. He finds his man complete. It's Wolf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Operating from the gun. Matthews.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, where you see the final score there. Bryce Young, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, it's Wolf. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On third down, Sharp. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Day.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on third down. 46 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Chamberlain. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down now. It's Day, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like
touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Steamers are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he's got it. So the drive for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Sharp. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Sharp taken down at the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On second down, it's Sharp, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Decker. And he fires one, but incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
To throw on second down, Chamberlain. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Chamberlain. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
2 yards to go, second down.
Looking to throw. Matthews. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2. Matthews. And that will be incomplete as well. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of the other receivers can beat us.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 42-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Day. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset them 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Day. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Chamberlain. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steamers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's going to try and do this himself.
Fighting through. He's got space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
What a run there. You've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On 1st down. Sharp. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Yeah, this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Chamberlain. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll take it at the 42. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Sharp. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sharp. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Matthews. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Sharp. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Matthews. And it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Thunderbirds get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there too, because even if they don't get in, You're going to force the other guys to go to full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Chamberlain. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go.
And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Thunderbirds look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 15. A little under 1:50 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Operating from the gun, Chamberlain. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Chamberlain.
And he is caught.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Here's 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for Chicago, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.